Well, it looks like many had thought Manchester United had given up on really the Premier League trophy, because by the time they went into this game of Newcastle versus Manchester United, they were how many points behind? They were 12 points behind a team which was by the names of Man City, and we thought really that United really, if at all they lost, they would have seen themselves not really into for this tie of Manchester United or the Premier League this season. Welcome to United. Welcome to Rokan Sports. This is Rokani in here to bring you this story of Manchester United versus the side which goes by the names of Newcastle United, sealing the win in here. Adam Sports, Daniel James to be to the rescue, or really did he come to the rescue? I think even if it wouldn't have been him, someone else would have really waiting to do the needful to see to it that United really gets the best out of that. But for my case, I really think that Manchester United is really way up there to do the needful to see to it that we are really up there. He did his contribution in there. Adam Sports, thank you. Daniel James to the rescue. Like the new name Rokani, you're welcome. Yes, I changed it to Rokan Sports because I really thought that we really need to do plenty from other teams and from other sports. So are you having people on? Yes, I'll have people on anytime from now. But before we really bring on people, allow me to do one thing. Allow me first digest this game in detail as it happened here, or as it happened at Old Trafford, as Manchester United really went ahead to thump a team which goes by Newcastle by 3-1. Remember, United registered its big win this season against a team which goes by the names of Newcastle, and that was it's called the St. James's Park, where United put 4 past Newcastle, where Newcastle were the first to score. Harry Maguire came in with an equalizer during the first half. After that equalizer, Manchester United went ahead to really score their second goal, I think in the 80th minute through, was it the 75th minute through Bruno Fernandes. Then came Marcus Rashford and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, United making it 4-1. So that was the biggest win for Manchester United in the season, and it's really a very big statement made by Manchester United today as they won against a side which goes by the names of Newcastle. Remember, by the time United went into playing Newcastle, they were 12 points behind Man City, and United were placed third into the Premier League table. And after winning this one, United are back into their second position because they're having a goal difference of 21 goals, and Leicester City have a goal difference of 17, and they are level at points in the second position in there. But when you look at how worrying the table is for the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, they really need to come up and pick up their stockings because things aren't going good for them when you look at how things are going totally in there for Manchester United. So what I can promise you is that a good win for Manchester United that it will be registered as a win. And I like the goal of Marcus Rashford getting off from the left side, passing the ball in between the legs of the Newcastle right fullback, approaching the 18-yard box area, took his time and gave it a hard shot into the lower post, and it went to the back of the net. What a hit by Marcus Rashford. It was really nice to see it that he really came up and did that, because it was really nice for me to see him really do that. This is Rokan Sports. Subscribe to this channel if at all it's your very first time to watching. Click the like button and the notification button after subscribing. Now, when you look at this entire game of Manchester United against Newcastle, United scored first. After 6 minutes, Maxman equalized. And people are not blaming Harry Maguire for that brush, but for me, I'm really taking the blame, or putting the blame on him, because there is no way a defender can really brush a ball and it really goes directly into that side. It's like you're gifting to the opponents. I think he would have brushed it, and or he would have brushed it, aiming that ball to go to the corner side or the throw in. So I think, however much people are saying that no one was marking in there, but if I told you were the person in there, put yourself into that sense. What do you think Harry Maguire would have done? What Harry Maguire would have done? He would have really gone for something else. And what is that something else he would have gone for? It would have been nothing else apart from really brushing that ball into the back of the corner to see that United concedes a corner, and it would have helped Manchester United really to defend very, 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 very well. So to me, I think it was really bad defending from Harry Maguire. However much people say midfielders really didn't come there to defend, but for me, I really think Harry Maguire had cost us that game in there. If I told it was not if I told United never came up early enough into this game, it would have been another bad news for Manchester United again this season. But thank God, Daniel James really came in after that Nemanja Matic. Bravery, by the way, it was a brave move because he really had to get that ball and he moved with it into the 18-yard box area. Bruno Fernandes looks like he really gave it a touch. In there, he really gave it a touch. That is Bruno Fernandes, and we saw it going into the back of the net. Daniel James giving United a lead, and later Marcus Rashford really sitting down a defender who really fouled him, all stepped on his foot, and the referee pointed onto the penalty area, and Bruno Fernandes came in and he took that into the back of the net to give United something else, and it was called a third goal so that United wins. How many? 3 for Manchester United, 1 Newcastle, and that's how United managed to win this game. But all in all, when you look at how Ole Gunnar Solskjaer approached this game with the injuries that United are having, if at all you had not yet known that United is really covered with lots of injuries, then I don't know which planet you are on, because Edson Cavani is out, Danny Van Beek is out. Who else? Scott McTominay is out. Those are 3 players. I've seen like 4 Manchester United players out. 4 Manchester United players are out. That's why United really have to do the needful to state that they really come up to the levels, and the likes of Juan Mata really had to play a game, had to play some minutes in there. And the big story to me that really made my day was to see the young one who goes by the names of, he's called Shaw Tyre, coming in and making his debut for Manchester United. He came in for Marcus Rashford, and that was nice really seeing that young lad really making a debut for Manchester United. And when you look at the youngest player to make a debut for Manchester United was Angel Gomez. Now he's followed by Shaw Tyre, followed by Mason Greenwood, followed by Macheda. For those that remember Federico Macheda, you remember Federico Macheda, a player who really came in. And by the way, he contributed to United winning that trophy that season, because that game of Aston Villa, when he came in, it was 2-1. It was 2-1 in favor of Aston Villa, and Macheda came on and scored a brace, and United won 3-2. And the next game against Southampton, he really came on and scored the winner. That is Federico Macheda, and the other one is Nick Butt. So those are the 4 players that have made debuts for Manchester United at the age of 17 and some days. So when you look at a player who goes by the names of Shaw Tyre making his debut today, it's really something big, really to talk about today, because it's really something that we never really thought of. We thought that Amad Diallo was going to come on after making his debut into the UEFA Europa League. We thought that he was really going to come on and do the needful again. What a day for Shaw Tyre, really coming on to do the needful as United really bang a team which goes by the names of Newcastle. By how many goals? By 3 goals to 1. Now, when you look, there's something that really had to talk about, like the yellow card of a player who goes by the names of Bruno Fernandes. Really, he looked like he was provoked. I liked the way he really came up to how he really approached the game, and he's being provoked because he was fouled and the referee flashed a yellow card to him. really showed me that Bruno really has some things that he really has to learn. Because if you're told you're playing a team like Manchester United and you know it only needs you, you are the only man in there to turn around things, then why don't you really keep your composure into this game? And by the way, apart from the penalty that he scored, I think Bruno Fernandes did nothing into this game, trust me. But it's always good to see that even if a player doesn't play well, he really comes in and scores a penalty in there, and that is Bruno Fernandes. And when you look at his tally this season, all I can tell you that there is a video that I did here on Wakanda Sports, and I told people that Bruno Fernandes is going to score 30 goals plus this season. Now, today he has scored his 15th goal of the Premier League. He has 2 goals in the UEFA Europa League 2017. He has 1 goal in the FA Cup. Those are 18 goals. 18 goals. He has 4 goals into the UEFA Champions League. Remember, however much United was knocked out of the Champions League, but he has 4 goals. That means Bruno Fernandes has so far scored 22 goals this season. What a season for the Portuguese who came in from Sporting Lisbon in 2020, and he is really making things, he's really turning around things at Manchester United. That is a player who goes by the names of Bruno Fernandes. Today he scored a goal via penalty, 15th goal of the season, of the Premier League, and I think he's amongst the people that are really chasing the boot of the Premier League in there. Now, the other players that I really want to talk about, by the way, for me, I'm really having a player that very many people are not considering, but we have really to consider this player that efforts he put into this match. He was Freddie. Freddie looked really great. Today, he really had close to 3 shots, and only 1 was on target. So it really shows you his driving force and the way he's improving his game and coming into this game. By the way, when you look at the modern midfielders, the way they play their game, you just have to see a player who goes by the names of Freddie, who is really trying to up his game. He's a box-to-box midfielder, but his tenacity, especially when he's chasing all over the pitch, it's really great. So, very many other things that to talk about in here, but before I go in there, allow me read through comments of Adam Talk Sports. Says that, are you having people on? I don't know whether Adam Talk Sports is really available to have him on the channel. Great video, Rokani, you like the name, Maguire scrolling. By the way, I've seen certain people really coming ahead and say that Maguire is not the person to blame. But for me, I really blame Harry Maguire for that goal. There is no way a defender, especially you are nearing the last ball of your goal, there is no way you brush that ball into the 18-yard box area. You get what he would have done. He had to brush that ball to go outside into the corner area or into the throw-in area, but he just found himself brushing that ball into that 18 yards area of Manchester United, almost into the 6 of the 18 yards area of Manchester United. And what happened? United conceded how many? Conceded the equalizer by Maxman. So to me, I will think it's not an agenda on Harry Maguire. You know very well that I'm one of the people who really praises Harry Maguire a lot. But for this case, I really think he was the person to blame when United really came on and saw itself conceding an equalizer 6 minutes after Marcus Rashford had given United a lead and Harry Maguire gifted the goal to Maxman. People saying that the likes of Freddie, Lindelof had really to come in and mark. So, but for me, I think it's really something great to see to it that United won, but central defense is a problem. We are not on top of the league because all the points that we've thrown or lost have been lost because of our defense. Players, the forwards have done their job, goals have been scored, but the central defense partnership of Harry Maguire and a player who goes by the names of Victor Lindelof is really costing us. So to me, I think it's really something that United should come on really and do the needful and sort out. Eric Bay is available, but he's not being given time to play. So to me, I think really something that we should work upon here. So I'm having like 3 minutes for Adam Talk Sports to come on. The link is posted into the comment section there. You can follow it up, and after following it up, I'll have you in here. And that is Adam Talk Sports coming on here on United Social Television.
Hello.
Hello, Adam Talk Sports.
Yeah, poor performance today. I don't really think anyone was that good. I think the score doesn't really reflect it. I think the only players that I thought were better than average were Rashford, Shaw, and maybe Bruno. But you know, at least we got the win.
Yeah, it's good to see that we got the win because some games that we really lost points, like that of Sheffield, Arsenal, Everton, it looks like luck was not even there. But if at all we found ourselves winning this one, it looks to be something great for Manchester United. However much, I don't care about the result. What we need right now are those points, because if at all we had done the same thing in the previous games, we would have seen United really on the top of the table, because 3 games that really saw us get knocked off onto the top of the table.
Sheffield.
We lost to Sheffield, a draw to Arsenal, and a draw to Everton. So that saw United really into a bad.
Yeah. At this point of the season, I don't care about performances. I just want it to be a good result. I feel like all we need to do, we're not winning a title. I feel like title's gone now, but we at least need to build up points and try and stay in second.
No, to me, I think there is still a chance. How does this come about? United is playing Chelsea and Crystal Palace next before they play Man City. So what they will have to do is that they have to see to it that they win against Chelsea and Crystal Palace. You get, if at all they can get 3 points against Man City, that means they would have narrowed the points to 7. The gap will be narrowed to 7. So if at all they narrow that gap to 7, then pressure will amount back to Man City. That's what United has to do. If at all they want to get themselves back into the title race, see to it that they really do the needful and win those games. Because if at all they really do win those games, it's really going to be hard for Man City to play, because however much they're experienced, they know how to play on pressure. But I think if at all that pressure comes back to them, I think it will cause some havoc to them.
Yeah, I feel like maybe there's a chance, but I don't think. I just don't know. City look sorry. I think right now it's just about, you know, maybe we do have a chance, but we have to be consistent. Now we can't do like Sheffield or Arsenal where we aren't really finishing, because if we want to actually have a chance, I mean, before we had to be consistent, but now we have to really be consistent to, I think, have a chance.
All right, I get your point. Thank you, Adam Talk Sports. For now, I think I'm signing out. I think I'm really going to be doing doing videos more often on this channel, and be having a great time always here. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. I'll be looking forward to your vids. Bye.
All right.